Good morning, good afternoon. How you doing? Happy New Year to all my fans and well-wishers, including those that see themselves as my enemy. Happy New Year. Today's topic, it's been a while anyway. Today's topic is that to do with cut your coat according to your size. I've already posted it on TikTok and posted the TikTok version on my YouTube channel, Kingolatunde.S.Davids. The Kingolatunde is written together. Then .s.Davids, D-E-V-I-D-S. My own David have S. It's like a family name. So how are you all doing? Somebody, before I will talk about the topic, a fan and a friend and like a brother from another mother who happened to be Arab told me that when I'm making this video I blab a lot. And I kind of try to explain to him, if you notice the way I talk, it's like a stammer. I almost want to stammer. Even some words disappear. He said I should rehearse very well before I come on the YouTube. I say no. That is how I talk. If you notice from all my videos, if you watch my video from the beginning till now, it's on Facebook, it's on YouTube. Even the one that I do for TikTok, about not up to 30 seconds sometimes. I blab about two, three times. That is how I talk. Some of us that are learning, no matter how you learn, you will definitely, some certain things will skip your mind, no matter how good you are. You get me now? And if you notice how I talk from the beginning of the when I start this life coaching thing, there's no video I don't blab. It's not blabbing anyway. That's how I talk, like a stammerer. Thank God some of us escape stammer. Otherwise, I'm supposed to be stammering as I'm speaking to you now. I have to kind of manage to even make a complete sentence. So please, my fans, my brothers, my friends that watch my video, I like your feedback. I like the correction. In fact, you're kind of people I always want to have on my DM, and you're like kind of people I always want him to. They're kind of people that I always want to meet on the way, or approach me to tell me this is what is happening. This is how it's supposed to be. It's what you are putting it this way. In fact, you are the best friend to have around. Somebody that will see a mistake. You might not see it as a mistake, but he has noticed it. He now advises you on what to do. I tell you, you are the best friend ever around. A lot of people see mistakes around you. They don't care, but they are still your friends. They are even your family members. We see your mistakes. They are even happy you making mistakes. I don't know. Some people are like that. But anybody around you that give you correction on a particular issue, probably he didn't know why you talk like that, or probably he didn't know why you are in that you see what I'm saying now? I'm not blabbing. It just skipped my head now. Not that I did not rehearse. It's probably you yourself might not even know you are in that kind of attitude or character, or you don't know you are overdoing it, or you are underdoing it. You understand my English? But somebody now notice, my brother, my friend, in fact, the way you do it is the best, but this is how you're supposed to have done it. Don't make your video too long. You get me now? You blab too much. I say, yeah, I understand. That's how I talk. Okay, this is something I'm telling you now. If you notice how I do it, you will see the way I'm speaking. You should notice what I'm saying now. Even the way I'm talking now, I spent about 6 minutes now on an issue that I'm supposed to have spoken for just about 2 minutes. So it's not that I deliberately do it. That is how I speak. That's how I talk. Those that knows me know that that's how I do my talking. You get me now? We people like us find it difficult to learn. There's a particular word for it. I've forgotten. When I remember, I will tell you. We find it difficult to learn. But if you're able to catch up on anything we are learning, we might probably be repeating the same thing for so many times. Immediately it stays and it sticks to us. It remains forever. I'm one of those guys because I'm learning. If you're a teacher, you must be. If you're a good teacher, you must be a good learner. And you must be a good listener. So I'm very grateful, my friend, my brother. Notwithstanding you are Arab, but your English is even perfect. You speak perfect English than even me. That's supposed to be English. Thank you very much. I appreciate your corrections and your observations. Thank you very much. So what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to talk about, you see what you see the way I'm talking now. What I'm trying to talk, what I want to talk about today, had to do with cut your coat according to your size. If you notice from my previous videos, I've done a video like that sometimes ago, that look around you and live on your means. Live with the little you have. Don't overdo things. Don't do things because others want to do it. You get me now? So a lot of us don't know what when white man say that, or what white man mean when they say cut your coat according to your size. It means it's an idiom expression. You know, cut your means according to your level. If anything you think you can afford, for now, don't force yourself to do what you know you cannot do. It enables you to overdo things. It enables you to enter so many things you are not supposed to find yourself in. A lot of things are happening nowadays. You hear some people, they want to make it. You want to make it, how do you want to make it? They go into so many things just because they want to buy car one of their friends just bought. If it's small TV you can afford, put it in your house. You and your family will enjoy it. If you cannot afford fridge, we live in winter and autumn, spring country. About 9 months in a year is chill cold. So what do you want to do with fridge? If you cannot afford it, don't force it. If it's single room you can afford, I'm trying to give examples here. Don't force yourself to overdo things. What are we talking about here now? We're talking about money. The little you are making, manage it well, you and your family. And if you think you cannot stand it alone, let your wife be doing some little business that you know she can use to assist you. And if it's a business where she will be working and she'll be earning something so as to assist you, the man. That's why that's why the women are referred to as our helper. They are our helper. Helper, not just only in bed. Helper in everything. Not just to give birth to children, not just to give us children. Because those children they give birth to those children for we the men, but most men don't know. Most men don't know. But they are there to assist us, not just to take care of children for us. In everything, there's some work some family do, and the wife even earn more than the husband, and nobody will know. They be managing. You don't have. Now there are some beautiful bosses nowadays. Even in the country that I live, if you say you want to begin to manage a car, it will be too much. Only the high-ranking big men can afford to use cars. Their buses are very beautiful. Tram, train, metro line, everything is available for you to. All this is for you to manage. Are we talking of when fuel is about 20? Fuel is about two pounds. Do you know how much it is in Africa, or is it in the US that if a fuel liter of a fuel is $3.09? You see what I'm saying now? and you want to fill your car with that kind of money. In Africa, it's a lot of money. You see, the tram is there, the train is there, the metro line is there. The buses are very clean, very neat. Even nowadays, when you enter the bus, none of the when you enter any of the bus, it's hot because of the cold weather. Manage your means according to your level. If you have enough, why not? Don't force anything. Don't allow anybody force anything on you. Cut your coat according to your level. Make your wife understand. There are so many cheap schools around. A vlogger came on air some time ago. She lives in the US. There's a community school. She says she cannot afford to pay school fees for her 2 kids. She's a single mother. I'm using her. She's a very good example. She lives in the US. And she has a car too. She says she only use the car with her children at the weekend, to go for few things she can afford to buy. Bring it home. She and her children are managing it. She lives alone. She walk how much? She manages the tram or sometimes the metro line, so that she'll be able to have enough to take care of herself and her child and her pay house rent. We know what house rent means in the Western world. She had to put her children in community school. They have it all around. They have it in UK. They have it in the US. I don't know about France. I don't know about other countries in Europe. Community come together to put this to assist the children. It's like a charity organization that discovered that some people that cannot afford to put their children in school because let me tell you the fact, schools are very expensive in the US, very expensive in the UK. No cheap school in the Europe. But governments and some NGOs, some charity organizations now come together. They now discover that it's not everybody that can afford these schools. They start to put what they call a community school. It's still a good standard school. A volunteer teachers comes in the volunteer teachers come there's a particular time they used to come to teach. The one that will come in the afternoon will come and teach. The one that will come in the morning will come and teach according to their time. They don't receive salary from that community school. They receive salary from the school where they teach. In those private school or government school where they do the normal teaching. But in this community school, if you can teach, you can apply free of charge. It's part of contributing to your community, contributing to humanity. As I'm doing now, I'm contributing to some people's life. As you're watching me now, I know you are taking one or two things from what I'm saying. It's just about life. If you understand life, you will not force yourself to do anything that you know you cannot do. You will not do anything because others are doing it. No. This lady I'm talking about now, her children attend these community schools. That saves her enough money from her pay she receives from her work. They work by hour. If she had put the children in government school or in this charity school, how much? In this in the state school or private school, how much it will cost her? It will cost her hell. She will pay through her nose. And there are some of these countries, like Germany now, in government schools, even free education. A lot of countries in Europe that I know their children is free education. And we're not talking of the kind of free education in Africa. I'm talking of free education that if you see the school, if you see any of the children attending this school, you think they are attending a standard, excellent private schools. They will not say because it's free, then your mother or your guardians or your parents will now begin to buy those little things like book and other things. This, I'm telling you, the one I know. They will give you books, uniforms, food at your breakfast and the lunch time. I'm talking of those countries I know. I'm talking of Western world. You get me now? So it made all the children be in school. I don't know the country you are. If there's no free education, we have a lot of private schools that are cheap. Or you yourself can even volunteer. That's an extra job for you. You can volunteer to teach your child at home. You can teach them at home until you'll be able to balance your financial status with your wife before you can put them in any school, any private school. Even so many government schools are not that expensive. Some government schools are free. You get me now? But you need to buy some certain things. You know? Some countries, there's some civilized countries, their schools are free for their children. So I don't know which country you are. If you're one of these countries that the schools are expensive, or even the little private school available that you think they are cheap and probably you still can't afford it, keep your children at home. I've seen a woman, a banker that had to resign to take care of her children at home. The husband is working, the wife is working, but she now discovered that there's a gap. If two of them are going to work, you know, I don't want to condemn anybody that are taking their children to crèche, kindergarten. It's not supposed to be my business. It's because they can afford it. This woman had to resign from her bank. That she had to stay at home to take care of these children to a particular age that they will be able to do things by themselves before she fixed them to school. I'm telling you about 10 to 15 years. This woman stayed at home. They are managing the little means that the husband is making from their his working place. She had to quit her banking job because of her two children. When the children now got to they were about 2-3 years when she had to stop the work just to take care of the children. You get me now? Until about 10 to 15 years that these children now knows their way to school and back from school, she now applied for a job and she got the job back. Cut your coat according to your level. Spend your money according to your means, according to how you are making the money. If you're making plenty money, no problem. But if you think you are managing life with your family, single or whether single mother or single father or family, no matter how much you are making, anyway, if you think you can afford it, you can go to eateries, no problem. Go to shoppings. There's no matter how difficult it is, you will definitely get something from the market that you keep at home according to your level, according to your means. You don't understand what I'm saying? Don't force yourself to do anything bigger than you, provided they can pay rent, bills, then feeding. That's what we call open market. Every country have it. Look for it. They bring their farm produce direct to that market. Even most of these eateries, most of these shopping malls, that's where they come to make their shopping. They call it open market. When you go there, it's like a complete local market. Everything there is cheap and is direct from the farm. Organic, no chemical, direct from the farm. When you discover that kind of a place in your area, they are everywhere. They are all over the world. They call it open market. That is where a lot of these shopping malls go to take some of these things, some of these fresh items they put in their shopping malls. Look for it. It's in your place. They are very, very cheap. Tomatoes you buy probably £1 in shopping mall. The place probably you buy it about 2 cents or 3 cents. They are very cheap. I'm telling you. When I discovered it, anyway, due to some exporting business I did some times ago, we go to our client abroad. We're asking for farm produce, so we have to search for open market. Even me don't know that something like that exists, is available before. Everything there are so cheap, and we bought them. I'm telling you, we bought 3 containers. We export it abroad. I'm talking about myself now. And if we buy it, We buy with the local price, very cheap farm price. Then we now sold it abroad with international price, because everything has international price. We make almost times 4 of the profit. I'm talking about myself now. Look for an open market. It's in UK, it's in US, it's in every locality, it's in everywhere all over the world. I'm talking to those that are not really making too much when it comes to money. Look for it. If you find it in your, they are in every state. Not really every town. I mean, not really in every town or city. Every state have what they call farm market, farm open market. Look for it in your state. No matter how big state is, no matter how big your state is, ask around. Look for it. Farmers bring their produce to that place after companies and eateries have taken after they have supplied the eateries and the shopping malls. The remaining ones, they bring it to open market. Very, very cheap. You can fill your stock, something you eat for a whole month. I'm talking of those that want to cut their coat according to the little they are making. Don't force yourself. Don't push yourself. Take time. Yeah, your work is tedious. Yeah, we know. You come home late. 1 hour is not too much to keep your children. Teach them the little you can teach them. For now, if you cannot afford the private school, and if in the country you are, they don't have the government there, the government schools are not free. Manage to take care of them to a particular level that you know they can afford to go to government school, because every country government school is cheap. Every state school is cheap. They are not that bad. I don't want to condemn anybody. I don't want to condemn any organization. I don't want to condemn any institution. Government school are not that bad. We all went to government school. Am I not speaking English now? Don't you understand my English? If you listen to the way I speak sometimes, even if I want to make some words, you see the way I repeat about 2-3 times before I'll be able to tell you. You see the way I speak now. I'm not just blabbing. That's how I talk. I'm still trying to let my friend that accosted me and try to correct me. That is how I talk. So please, cut your coat. Spend your money according to how you are making it. Making money genuinely, legally, is not easy. It's not easy. Though anyway, all the billionaires are not in crime. You are not a billionaire today, doesn't mean you cannot be a billionaire tomorrow. But making money is not easy. So the little you are making, you and your wife, if you know your salary can open a little business for your wife in front of your house or anywhere, open it for her. Let her be making something out of it. Or let her go into food business. No matter what your children will eat, you will eat. She will sell the produce and she will still make profit, and you will still eat out of that same food items. She will never lost. Nobody do food items and never lost. Spend your money according to how you are making it. Spend your money according to your means. Don't begin to look at others. Life is what you give to it. If you live life difficult, it will be very difficult for you. But if you live a very simple life, excuse me, everything will be simple for you. Life is not that difficult the way we see it. Thank you very much. See you in my next video. But please visit my YouTube channel, Kingolatunde. The Kingolatunde is written together. .s.Davids, D-A-V-I-D-S. If you write that on YouTube will open it for you. There's still a lot you can learn from my videos. Thank you very much. Happy New Year once again. See you in my next video.